And hello, welcome. I'm the Number Playing Guy. So we have the new campaign out, and it is for Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Hirudegarn. Seem like decent units, right? One's very offensive, one's very defensive, dodge, crits. I mean, you name it. But there's a lot to go over in this campaign. This will be one of perhaps the only big campaign we've got left until the 9th anniversary. So we'll have a look through it and see what we get. And it seems pretty action packed. So, of course, a little side note is we now have background music, which is pretty nice. Which, yeah, I guess it just plays the music from it's in Japanese, but it plays the music from the film. So, of course, we have logging missions, we have mission bonuses just throughout, and these are something like complete with a movie heroes, complete with a certain Goku, complete X amount of docking events, easy A's, all that kind of stuff, right? So there's quite a few easy missions to get you: Kais, dozing Kais, trading items, stones, you name it. So there's plenty to go for there, and there's login bonuses, right? 25 dragon stones, there you go. So that'll be the course over the entirety of this campaign, right? So that's pretty good. There's your two Dock and Fests. We discussed the banners when they first came out for JP, and we discussed when it would arrive on here. Now, obviously, there'll be a few months behind, and I was about right. Should you be summoning on these? Hard to say. I mean, the banners aren't the greatest personally, but they are discounted. So if you did summon, I wouldn't go past the discount. I believe it's 30, 35, 45, or something like that. I wouldn't personally go past the discounts, and hey, you might just pick them up. Then there's tickets. If you do the round of discounts, you get 9 of 10 tickets, so you'd be forced to do singles. But again, even if you did those singles on tickets, someone could be walking away with the new stuff. Right, okay, so Dragonstone's on sale, great. So for a lot of people, if you want to see how you build up stones for the anniversary, you could buy the stones that are on sale. Maybe not all of them, but you could certainly buy maybe a handful. So that's pretty good. This Dock and Awaken campaign, this support campaign, this is really cool. I like when they did this. They've recently done this, I think, since like Worldwide Download Celebration. This is cool because rather than doing the Dock and event 11 times over, and it is a bit of a bore, we do these and you do like missions related. So you could do it with three Super Saiyan 3 teams or do it with a certain Tapion on the team, right? They're dead easy to do. And you get quite a lot of medals for them collectively, and it cuts down the amount of times you need to do a docking event just by like at least 50%. It's insane. So this is really, really cool. Even if you don't have the new unit, if you do summon and you are unlucky to get them in your discounted run, fear not, because then at least you've got the medals to no real difficult. It wouldn't really cost you too much time. It was easy to do. You got plenty of medals for it. So if you do get the units, you've already got them, right? So the new stage, so this will be surpassing all. It gets a new stage, and then Tapion gets a new stage. So you get a new stone, well, technically two new stones, Zed, Hard, and Super. So there's a few stones right there. New Ultimate Clash coming out. That's pretty cool. It's still going to be against Boo at the end, I believe, now these days. So again, he's pretty ruthless, right? So again, you might find that the first two levels by now for most people should be fairly easy. It's only the final ones really where you struggle. This might be my last one to do until I Rainbow Hatchiak. I might be able to Rainbow him on this particular one, so that would be cool. And then I'd have everything Rainbow. New docking event. So this will be there is a UR that can be awakened into an LR. So that's just docking events. So basically, this is just reopening of docking events. That's pretty nice. This Extreme Z battle for this AGL Tapion has reopened again. The reason why this one's reopened is because we have this guy. He is going to be a sub easy A. So there you go. We can touch onto what he does in another video. But yes, in a nutshell, that is the guy who's coming out. So, there's the new Easy 8 Area Movie Edition. That is referring to this kid Trunks. He is on here. You will be able to farm him from the story event. Said story event is also getting a revamp. So he will have an awakening as well as he'll also have an Easy 8. So very impressive. So yeah, there's the all available store docking events are out. All available EZAs will be out. Uh, that'll just be a sub EZA, new EZA. Reopening of all relevant. I don't know what the thing here is, but it must be something to do with these EZAs. So reopening of the story events as it is, reopening of the EZAs. So that's something. A new Extreme Super Battle Road. So Extreme Super Battle Road will now be, is it Planet Namek Saga? Planet Namek Saga. We now have Planet Namek Saga stage 51. Very, very, very nice. So we'll be able to get a new support memory. But yes, Extreme Super Battle Road for this. You could arguably run the Ginyu Force. I'd imagine that could be quite good. You could run Namek Goku. Could be really good. But honestly, seriously, maybe Ginyu Force might just have the edge here. Who knows? Yeah, so Extreme Super Battle Road, but I believe also regular Super Battle Road as well. Right, so Wrath of the Dragon, this is it. This is the story. This is where you'll get the Kid Trunks, which you'll be able to awaken and EZA him. He's an older unit by now, 2018, I believe. So if you haven't got him, then this is a chance. So yeah, a whole bunch of stones, a whole bunch of missions, which you get from stones for doing this. So that's nice. Right, these 10 units specifically, they're very niche, right? You only strictly get them by playing by summoning on these, right? You don't get them; they're not free to play. Actually, I think they're 15 people now. So all of these, some of them are pretty decent. Like we're talking like, let's see, Gohan can be pretty decent. This Boo can be pretty decent. TN can be a decent support, and even Metal Rildo can be a decent support. They're all like 50% support for the relevant for like super class AGL Super, and he's a relevant support for AGL Extreme. Super Tech support 50%, Extreme Tech support 50%. You get the idea. They're all being EZA'd. So the all Dock and Awakenings are all really nice, and the EZAs. The only problem is you never summon on these banners. These banners, it will contain, for AGL will contain not just these two, but it will contain these in the background, and it would also contain like Super Vegito, AGL Super Vegito, who by now is mostly irrelevant. It will contain AGL Goten. Like it will be not great. I mean, we check out this stuff, and not only you'll have like the old STR Super Saiyan Goten, these two. You'll have the old Broly, right? He's going to have he's probably next for Super EZA, but that's the kind of people that you'll get on here. Like you'll have Topo on this. You'll find people is not strictly the greatest. The fact that they have an EZA and an Awakening is good, but the amount of people who have these is just no. These are only exclusive to these banners. You'll never ever get them on any other banner. So, well, it's interesting to see that they finally got these. So, a new EZA area. This is referring to a new specific unit in particular, and that'll be for all of these guys right here. That's what it is. There's also another special EZA. The other special character EZA is this guy. So we have 3 EZA areas. One for a movie hero relating to Kid Trunks. We have another one relating to, this is a special unit, and we have a special unit type characters, which is referring to all of these guys. So there'll be 10 EZAs. Wow, so there's a lot to do. A lot of EZA areas I'm seeing. This, by the way, will be storied figures. The new regular Super Battle Road will be storied figures. Now, the best person to use would probably be the Tech Bardock, and you would probably rock Bardock people. All right, that's probably not too bad of a team. You could rock Tapion, LR Tapion, and Minosia, but for those who don't have it, I mean, who are you more likely to have, Bardock or LR Tapion and Minosia? Probably Bardock. So that'll be a way to go. If you don't have him, who else could you run? Potentially, you could just rock a Team Bardock. But, I mean, it's Super Battle Road. It's not going to be the most dangerous. If that was Extreme Super Battle Road, you'd be stuffed if you didn't have the leads. But something, yeah. So there is a lot to unpack on this. Plenty of EZA areas. Unfortunately, no brand new EZA. I mean, we were hoping for, I mean, there still could be a global first LR Tech Super Saiyan 3 Goku, right? Makes sense. JP didn't have him, so I don't know if we're just going to get him, but it would have made sense for this campaign to have him. Now, there's a lot going on between the stories, between these Dawkins events that'll keep you entertained. Ultimate Clash, Sub Easy A, it's just easy areas. Unfortunately, they're not. You're not going to get 30 stones. Hell, you probably won't even get 30 stones combined out of all of these. But nonetheless, for a lot of new players or players who may not have done or quite a lot of these easy A's or even revamped story events, this is mega. Mega because you've got all these sub easy A's, all these stories that are coming back out. Look at all these free to play players you can grind, right? You can, if you were missing these people because you couldn't be bothered doing them because I'll be honest, they're not strictly brilliant, are they? Then that's fine. All of these are coming back. There's a chance to do. I mean, these are always out, but the revamp of the story event is really nice. So a lot of people who have missed this and newer players are going to absolutely love this. But that's it for the campaign. There's a lot to do, a lot to unpack. There's a lot of curious tidbits in here. I think the most curious one is this here. The banners are in, but you'll never ever summon on them. But the easy haze and awakenings for them. So yeah, sure. So again, we'll have to go over it in more detail, really, as to how disappointing this is. So like, unless they bring these into like the general pool of summons, the chances of you ever having them are really, really difficult, right? But as I say, the potential for some of these, for example, like this Boo on Margin Power is going to be exceptional. Planet Namek Saga in particular, Universe 6 in particular could have a really good buff. GT could have a GT Heroes could have a really good buff. So potentially there's a lot of really useful people in here who could really massively buff. I mean, we'd have to go into detail again on another video who their typings fit specifically. Again, I'm looking at this guy and I'm thinking there's some really good ones in here. But yes, that's it for today's video. Just a lot to do. So get cracking, get enjoying. Should you summon? Well, again, if you do, just don't go past the discounts, really, because this is the only real big campaign we've got up until the 9th anniversary, which is just a mere 4 months away now. So not the most amount of time. But anyway, yes, thank you very much for watching. I will catch you all in the next video. Thank you.